ambient wind, and brittle grasses. They move before dawn fully breaks, small shaped bodies bent low over sun-baked earth. Hands work stone and stick, sparks of dust lift where hammerstones meet cores. This is Homo habilis, 2 million years ago, carving tools from rock and carving time from hunger. Roots are pried from the cracked ground with flaked edges. A child nestles in a hide sling against a breast, breath shallow, while an elder presses crushed bitter leaves to a fevered forehead. Each found root is not just food, it is another hour, another decision, another small survival. Their lives are stitched together by tools, edges struck from stone, cords of hide, crude bone points, each tool a tiny promise against an indifferent world. When the last tuber is gone, their feet take them to old channels in the dry land, riverbeds written in dust and the footprints of everything that has crossed this place. A narrow pool holds the last clear water for miles, and the band approaches with the hush of prayer. They drink from cupped leaves, passing water hand to hand, the gesture precise, communal, ancient. Across the pool, another group watches, leaner, wary, their hides patched and their hands wrapped around stones. A lifted palm means need, a lifted stone means claim. Between them, the water becomes a stake. Eyes harden. A single motion will tip need into fight. For a moment, rivalry and survival exist on the same thin edge. Then the reeds shiver. Muscle and tawny fur slip into the light. A lion, old and patient, filling the air with a deeper note of hunger. Both bands freeze as one, spears and sharpened flakes raised like a fragile fence. No one moves first. The animal's presence reorders priorities. Claim dissolves into protection. They do not charge in unthinking rage. They create a wall of noise and motion. Torches of dry grass lifted, stones thrown to startle, flared bodies making themselves larger. The lion sniffs the edge of the human ring, uncertain of flame and human will. The line holds. The beast retreats into tall grass, leaving the two bands rearranged by a shared test of courage. Hands that hurled stones become hands that heal. Leaf poultices are mashed, strips of hide wrapped tight, marrow split from bone and tasted for strength. Two stones, struck again and again, coax a small, stubborn flame. Light warms, steadies shaking limbs, and in the soft glow, a fragile ritual of recovery begins. Rain-smelling wind arrives like a rumor of change. The pool will not last. Others will come. They pack. A few roots wrapped in leaves. Sharpened flakes lashed to belts. A blunt bone staff for support. The injured are lashed to a crude litter. Children are passed shoulder to shoulder, hands forming a human chain. Every transfer is a calculation. One loose grip could end the chain of care. The sky finally cracks. Rain hammers the plain, and mud seeks to swallow their path. A crocodile's shadow ripples under new water, and the band drives heat and noise into the bank to keep the quiet hunter at bay. The storm levels the savanna into a different kind of risk, but also sheds the first green into the soil. Water returns what the drought stole. When the rain eases and the ground breathes again, they walk on, smaller, altered, but still moving toward a horizon that promises grass and new beginnings. They have scavenged, shared, shielded, and stitched each other back together. Around the smolder of a fire and under an enormous sky, they pass on something harder than food. Techniques, trust, the quiet discipline of surviving together. This is not the story of a single triumphant moment. It is the slow accumulation of small, practical acts, carving stone, sharing water, making fire, holding a child across storm and danger. Those acts are the earliest chapters of our history. 2 million years ago, on the African savanna, Homo habilis learned how to turn scarcity into invention and danger into a reason to stay together. From those small acts, everything that came after would follow.